Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We have a slightly different unboxing here. I thought I would share with you all the deets, everything I got from the Gap Victoria Beckham collaboration. Now it's no secret here on this channel, I'm a VB fan. I actually quite like her humour. Similar to mine. Obviously never met her and don't know her in person, but I've been buying Victoria Beckham beauty since it launched. I also have a few pieces of her clothing range dating back quite a few years. Tip, if you don't want to buy the Victoria Beckham prices but you want the Victoria Beckham goods, other than collaborations like this, then what you can do is she's quite often got her stuff on Brand Alley and also on the Outnet. And I've got a number of pieces that I've picked up from both of there over the years, really. So when I saw this, and gosh, it took me back about 20 years, if I'm honest, 18 to 20 years, whereby I used to shop quite a bit in Gap. I used to go to the Gap in Kingston, I believe. That's how long ago. Kingston, Surrey. So I haven't led a more exotic life. So there's a lot of goods here. I made a mistake. I know, it doesn't happen often, especially not when shopping's involved, but I made a mistake whereby in my head, because I think I'd seen some Instagram posts and I didn't look at the time zone, I thought it was all launching on the Friday the 24th of April in the morning at 9 AM. The night before, I am prepped. I've made sure my Gap account is all current and working. I've logged in, we're good. We are ready to go. I've already done a bit from like seeing news pieces. I know kind of some of the things I really want. So if it's literally that grab and go, if there's only one item I really want to secure, what is it? And this is the only time, these sorts of scenarios, is the only time that I will actually do separate orders, and you know what, fine, I'll just pay the delivery charge more than once. I won't hunt for a discount code because I know it's not going to work on something as sought after as this. So yeah, this is like unjo-like shopping. So yeah, I thought it was 9 o'clock. It was 7 o'clock. Luckily in the morning, to get me extra prepared, as I was browsing extra, like, what is this? I went, oh, it's live. Crap. Shop quickly. So I'm going to go through in some sort of order. I'm also going to include, as I talk about the items, I have pre-filmed from this morning some video sections of me trying it on. Now, caveat, I have a very, makeup today is Dior foundation stick, Dior bronzing stick, Gucci Soft Peach Christmas edition blush, and a Guerlain Kiss Kiss pink colour thin balm. Oh, with a tiny bit of a VB number 2 pencil, I think. That's it. So we haven't done brows, we haven't done lashes, we haven't done concealer, we haven't done corrector. I went over the very light layer of my translucent powder from Clé de Peau. Now, the Mod Shots, I didn't want to get any makeup on anything as I was trying it on, just in case it needs to go back or anything. I don't want to get it, I want to keep it, to be fair. So you got me basically rolled out of bed. So I'm sorry, just don't look at the face, because I literally just rolled out of bed. But I wanted to do this because you can do returns to Gap. You can use Every, this is all UK, but you can use Every for returns, or a Gap store, or Next. My husband this morning was taking some recycling to our recycling centre, which is by Next. I wanted to make sure I tried some before he was going. See, this is how we fit life in on a Sunday. Right, I'll stop waffling, I'll show everything. I'll try and do some decent editing and show you pieces, but I'm a little wow at the moment. There's a lot going on in life. So the first piece I am going to share with you is what was my must-have piece. I'm also going to talk you through sizing. And by the way, I put it in this bag because after I did the online shop, I was meeting a lovely friend of mine on Saturday the 25th to go to the theatre to see Moulin Rouge at Piccadilly Circus, which, would you know, is just 2 tube stops away from Covent Garden, and Gap is right by the tube station. So I went to Covent Garden to see if I could pick up some other bits. I did. There's one key thing I still want, which is still evading me, but is what it is. I've done better than I thought I would. So yeah, here's the carrier bag, which is really nice. I think it's nice they did a special Victoria Beckham bag. But I will say, from being in London and traipsing around, having these longer handles was actually really handy, because I could just, as I'm fighting my way through, I've got my little crossbody Hermes bag on, so I felt quite secure, even when a rather strange man offered me some sweets in Victoria. Don't take sweets from strangers, people. I declined twice because he felt he had to ask me twice. Anyway, this is the first piece. Oh, I'm going to pop that down there and lift pieces out. It's quite heavy because I did well. So this is the first piece. I'm on the wheelie chair so I can move back. So this is the beige, like safari mini dress. Love this. For sizing, I went for, as you can see there, extra small. This was the first piece I grabbed online. I saw it, I grabbed it, I paid for it, and then I went back. I love a shirt dress. What I loved about this design was these pockets. I love this, like, for some people know, but I love this whole utilitarian, and I like the detail. So if you look at this pocket, and nearly all the stitching is in beige. Then we go over to the right pocket, and we have a little bit of contrasting white stitching. I like that. I like that. I like it on Hermes taupe, where you have the white stitching and the taupe bag. I like a bit of contrast, and I like how it's just on one side. Some people may go, oh, that's weird, but I like it. Other details like are the little sections here on the sleeve where you've got a little slit. You've got this tie that goes round, and I also like how, because I used to have a Ted Baker dress like this ages ago, you've got this where it goes up on the side but low at the front and back. For me, this was a great length. I didn't know how any of this was going to go, by the way. I thought I was going to have loads of returns, and I'm actually doing none. So I'm super happy. You've got detailing on the button there as well. You can see it says Victoria Beckham Gap. And I say buttons, they're all poppers. So yeah, so this extra small actually worked out well for me. I'll say for reference, I'm really struggling at the moment with my size. I've been smaller, I've been bigger, not massively so, but I struggle. I think we all struggle anyway at the moment. I mean, let's not go into Marks and Spencer's, but I'm a UK a UK 6 to 8, depending on what bit of me, depending on the cut, depending on where and the type of item. So it's a bit hit and miss, but I'm never really smaller than that now, and I'm never a 10. If I were to have to take a 10 in something, I probably would just not get it, not through vanity, but through a case of there's something clearly wrong with that cut. It's just probably not gonna fit. I also am 5'3" and a smidge, about 161 centimeters. I'm fairly small boned. When I put weight on, it's sheer flab. I can't say I'm big boned. And from style wise, I struggle with oversized. I struggle with feeling like clothes are wearing me. So that's how I like the fit on things. So sometimes people might go, oh, you know what, I'd go a size bigger in that. If it goes on and it fits okay and I'm comfortable in it, I'm going to go with that. I'm not going to do big and baggy more than the sizing allows, because I don't feel comfortable. I feel uncomfortable wearing it. So even just jeans where they maybe fit me on the hips and then they're massively too big on the waist, it bothers me. I feel uncomfortable. So that's a little bit about me, more than you probably needed. So that's the first piece, is this fabulous dress, which I really like, and I'm really happy that it fits. Now, all of this has got packing creases. I'll go on to that in a minute, a mistake I made. I will obviously steam all this out before wearing it, but I only got it out of packaging this morning. So I didn't get home from the theatre until about 10 o'clock last night. So that's the first item. Then let's talk you through these. Now, these were interesting. So then I decided to get these. I was flicking through some Instagram photos. So these are the trousers. I was flicking through some Instagram photos and saw someone with Victoria that was wearing this with the bomber in the matching colour. I know there's a theme going on here. And just a bra. I mean, I'd wear it with a t-shirt, but hey, each their own. Ordered these at the same time. So yeah, so then I went to order these same time as the next item, and I ordered these in the size 8. So it's an EU 36. Like I say, I'm big on the hips. I'm sort of an hourglass figure. I'm quite small waisted, not large boobed, but I'm small waisted, and then I have hips. I have hips and I have thighs, unfortunately. So I went for an 8. Then I started looking at all the measurements, and I'm like, well, I'm sort of almost like a waist of a UK 4 with the hips of an 8 and the other bits that are probably a chest of a 6, and who knows. So I ordered an 8, got into a panic, and then I ordered a 6. Then I had an email come through to say that the 8 had been delayed, even though I ordered it before the 6. Anyway, the 6 came, the 8 hasn't yet. I thought, well, I may as well try it on. I think it's the 8 I need, may as well try it on. I'm happy with the fit of the 6, and you can see everything in the mod shots. But I'm happy with the fit of the 6 because I don't like too baggy on me. And actually, I even think the length is going to be okay. Because I thought like I say, I'm not tall. So, and when I looked at the photos online on the website, everyone's like 5'9" and it still looks long. And I'm going, well, where am I going to find 5 inches from? Certainly not in my inside leg measurement. So these are they. I'll show you the details. Again, we've got all this same detailing in terms of the buttons where it says Victoria Beckham Gap. We have a little bit of contrast stitching here with this like red stitching on that pocket there only. On the back we have that same contrast stitching where we don't have stitching, and then we have the white stitching. We have the 2 cargo pockets halfway down the leg, and they have the 2 popper buttons either side there. And then, so if you're looking in Gap, this is a size 2, so I guess that's the American size. So that's American size 2. So it used to be a 0 or 00 when I used to go shopping in America. On the inside, you have 3 poppers here, a lovely zip that has, if you're interested on it, has VB, and you've got a inside button there as well. So all nice and secure. I like that the detailing that you've got on the back here, this like belt piece, isn't an actual belt. It looks like it's removable, is it? Or is it sewn on? Oh, I just found some labels. If you buy anything from this, do look out, and I'll come on to this more in a minute, for labels and things. I just found, I'm guessing it's a quality check, but I just found that inside. I wouldn't want to wash it with that. So do look out for things. Is there anything on this side? No. So I don't think this is removable, but it is You can unpop it there if you wanted to. I'm not quite sure why or where or how, but I quite like it because it's there for a bit of a trim, but I haven't got to worry about it. So from a practicality point of view, you can show off this asymmetrical styling here. And there we go. So fairly wide-legged. Love those. So I mentioned about the pile of stuff here. I mentioned about the lady I saw on Instagram. Now the piece that I picked up before the trousers was this, and there's an issue that you'll see that we'll talk about in a minute. I'll explain all of what happened. I'm a bit upset about it, but shit happens. So we have the bomber. Now again, sizing wise, I really wanted this. I loved it. I thought, you know what, it'll be great just with a white tee and my off-white jeans. It'll be great with normal jeans. It will be great with, I could probably pair it over in a dress. I've got like an all-white denim dress it will go with. I had a lot of stuff that I thought this would go with. It's a lighter colour and more of a sand beige than my like more taupe coloured short trench, and there's less to it. It's less material to it. There's less to wear. I love my short trench, which I got from And Other Stories, but I wanted an alternative, and I just really like this. I bought a yellow leather bomber jacket from Mint Velvet, took it back, liked the style, but the yellow I don't think quite worked on me, and it was expensive to not be 100%. So this has filled that gap. I'm really happy. The thing I like about this collection is I feel that all of it is very wearable, but it's just slightly elevated. It's got that slight tailoring aspects. It's the little details that people like me notice. Sorry, oh gosh, we are waffling on a bit, sorry. Thought this would be like a quick 10-minute video. It's me, of course it isn't. So here we have the bomber. You've got the elasticated collar there. You've got two pockets. On the back, you've got this like pleating effect. It's slightly gathered at the base, and you also have on one pocket again this contrast red stitching at the top there. Now this is my warning. I'm hoping this is going to wash out. I decided to wear this to the theatre. I thought, oh, it will go with the outfit that I've all planned. I'm going to wear it. Then I had Pamela's voice in my head, my friend, about creases, and it had there's a lot of packing crease. I thought I'll give it a quick steam. Now, what I didn't do as part of that was search the pockets. I just got the steamer out and steamed it. I literally it came about 10 minutes before I was about to leave the house, so I was rushing as ever, but I still had time. I thought, let's just do that quickly. It made a little mark. And I thought, oh, it's a water droplet. I'll go over it a bit more. No, what happened? There was a tiny bit of like packaging material that was like about an inch long. I don't know if it was like a piece of chalk or something that had been, it was basically the size of the mark, slightly bigger than the size of the mark, that had been left in. It was almost like a pointy micro tampon to try and describe the shape of it. And it was white. And it reacted with the steam and created a mark. But you can see, if I show you the inside, I think it is just chalk. Look. So I'm hopeful that I can like wash and sponge it out if it's just chalk. So yeah, so I was annoyed at that. I should have checked the pockets first. Everything else, every single pocket is going to be checked before it goes near a steamer. But I'd already taken the tags off because I didn't know it was there, so I took the tags off anyway. Size on this, couldn't get the extra small. When I read the description, it was like, you know, it's a slightly more oversized fit for a more classic silhouette, go down a size. They didn't have extra small in stock, they only had extra small. I don't like stuff too baggy, so for this, I went for extra small. I tried it on, I didn't tell my husband any of that. Went down, tried it on yesterday. It's the only thing I did try on at the time. And he said he liked it. And he said, oh, you definitely don't want any bigger. So I thought, oh, well, that answers that then, because that was my question. It does have a double zip. Again, VB branded. So you can have it zipped all the way up. And I checked that it did do that size-wise before I did. So that was everything I ordered online with the size 8 to come. Then I went into store. Because one of the key things I really wanted but could not get online in my size was the classic t-shirt. I didn't want the crop. As much as I liked it, no one wants to see a near 50-year-old's belly out. So I got the standard because I'd also seen Victoria Beckham wearing this and talking about it. I mean, I don't know, I looked at so much stuff, it's a blur. And I just thought the fit was really nice. I liked the fit. I like that, unlike a lot of t-shirts, even though it's not cropped, it's not too long. Because, how have I got makeup on it? I haven't even tried it. Oh, anyway. Tried it on before I put makeup on. So how have I got makeup on it? Oh, anyway. Well, that's going to have to go in the wash, unless it happened in store and I didn't notice. I'm wondering if that happened in store. Someone tried it on and I just saw an extra small, grabbed it because I couldn't get it and didn't see that it had makeup on it. Oh, well, that's going to have to go straight in the wash then. It'll come out, it's fine. Let's not worry about it. So you've just got this little bit of branding here. Gap, Victoria Beckham. But like I say, I thought I looked. I just liked the cut and the fit of that. So that's what we went for. And then I had been going, I did quite like, and this is probably in a way the most extravagant item, because it's in a way the most type of item you can get anywhere without having to pay Gap Victoria Beckham prices. Right, I know that. Don't care, the labels are off. I then got the navy tracky bottoms that are bog standard tracksuit bottoms. They have little back pocket and Victoria Beckham Gap on the back. I've got fluff on it already. I went for extra small. Like I say, I had 10 minutes to shop because I wanted to make sure I wasn't late for the theatre. So I grabbed an extra small and I was like, it's fine. If it doesn't fit, I'll just take it to next and get a return. It's the best estimate. I kind of held up and went, size of my bum, size of this, that's be about right. The other thing I really liked about these was the hem, in that everything gets fluff on in this house. Don't ever get a beagle if you don't want fluff. It's got a slightly elasticated ankle, so that's great. What I didn't think through at the time was, what if these are really, really long? That'll be harder to take up. They're not. I'm really happy with the length. They're a really nice, like you can see the inside there, nice and fluffy and warm. So yeah, very happy with those. They worked out well. There's a little bit of bagginess, but not too much. So that's everything I got. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. And if anyone sees the blue, so they're like the mid blue, we'll call them barrel jeans, in a 26, let me know, because I'm guessing that's the size I need. It's a UK 8. And they didn't have my size in store. They had the jeans, but the smallest I found, I think, was a 29 or a 30. And I knew that wouldn't work. If I'd seen a 27, I might have chanced it, but not bigger than that. Because like I say, I don't like stuff too big and baggy. So yeah, that's the thing that I'm really on the hunt for now, but everything else is a winner. But I have jeans. It's not the end of the world. I got the dress. I then started thinking, oh, the parka's nice. I looked at the parka in the store. It looked nice, but they only had it, I think, like large and bigger. I think large was like the smallest size I saw in store. The website, I think, keep an eye on it because it's fluctuating. I believe when it launched, it started with 36 items. 35 or 36 items in the collection. Then it went down all the way to 19. And then it sort of went back to 20 something earlier this morning. So I think it's all fluctuating. When I spoke to, they were so helpful in store as well and trying to help me. So I was like, I have 10 minutes, help And I was trying to pick up a t-shirt for Pamela, but I felt really bad. She wanted the same t-shirt, but they didn't have any mediums. I even got someone to look, and I was like, sorry, buying one for me, not buying one for you. But you can only buy what's there. And I spoke to a lady when I paid as well, and she was saying that they were having quite a lot of returns. Either stuff was too long, or, which I thought would be the case for me for all of this, but it isn't, or people just unsure of the sizing, too small, too big, you know. So do keep an eye on it if you're interested in it. It looks like it's sold out. You can add it to your wish list. You can't do notifications that I could see, but keep trying, really. Keep looking. Become a little website stalker for a while till you get what you want, is my hint and tip of the day. Not that I persevere that much at all. From one shopper to another, that's the way to get stuff. I couldn't get the dress. It went because I missed the 7 o'clock launch, and I kept looking, and over the next sort of half hour or so it just appeared and I snapped it up. So perseverance is key. I know at the moment I'm going, is it actually going to turn up? And it turned up the following day. So yes, I had to pay $4.95 for delivery, but it came next day, so I was really happy with that. Anyway, that's it from me. Do take care. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you very soon. Bye bye.